still going, so. Okay, there we go. My bad. But anyway, Operation Hearsay! Operation Hearsay, pretty much. But anyway, so someone basically put Mars Girl, someone asked Mars Girl, okay, here's the thing. Did you have any encounters with this guy? Yes. Did you have... Yes. At any of those 3 times, were they, you know... Oh shoot, did the stream restart? Did the stream restart for any of you guys? Cause on my end, it looks kinda weird. Also, can't be offended by things that happen to others. Pretty much. But, oh crud. Anyway. That's probably just a glitch, just a YouTube glitch. I don't really know why that happened. But anyway. Someone basically took Mars Girl and they put her in a chat, and there was a screenshot that was taken of it. Basically, what happened was, someone asked Mars Girl, okay, did you ever encounter this guy? Yes 3 times. And in any of those instances, was he, you know, did you have like an uncomfortable experience? And I want to say she said no or something like that, but it was weird. It was weird because, and well, she said, oh wait, actually no. What she said in the screenshot was that yes, she had an uncomfortable experience, and then someone also asked her something on Twitter, and she basically said that Vic never did anything to her, essentially confirming that all of this was made up on the spot. Dang it, Nappa! Why'd you eat my peanut butter? But, hey, Jameson, did the stream restart for you at all? Like, what's going on your end? Is it still going, or? Cause, again, on my end, it looks really weird. I have no clue why this happened, but my best guess is that it was a, I am offended that my friend saw CM and said it was bad. Nice. But, so, anyway. But yeah, so Mars Girl essentially confirmed. It froze before. Oh, crud. So, guys, I don't really know what I can do about that, to be honest. That might just be the, actually, here, let me try restarting the stream here. Let me see. Okay. So okay, well, I mean, let's just keep going on, I guess. But I'll figure out this glitching stuff later, or at least I'll try to. But most of it, when it comes to a live stream, most of it is just down to the internet. And unfortunately, the area that I live in doesn't really have a good connection. But hey, that's just my luck, I guess. But anyway, so he always makes sure to dedicate a huge chunk of time in his panels to just how persecuted he is online to continue to drum up an army of pity. Here's the thing: the only time he did that was at the first time that this was ever brought up was in that panel that he did for in Bakersfield, as far as I know. As far to do that with this situation. And on top of that, you need actual evidence. You need actual evidence to back up what you're saying. But anyway, I will say there are at least 2 people at Anime's News Network, because we all know Anime News Network is the most trustworthy anime news source, right? I mean, they're about as trustworthy as CNN, pretty much. They're the CNN of anime. They're the CNN of anime. Or as Dr. Evil puts it, you're the Diet Coke of evil. You're the Diet Coke of evil. But anyway. Attacked a fan and Funimation is covering it up. I think there's a hashtag KickVic hashtag on Twitter. Yeah, created by the sleazy Mars girl herself. But and he wonders why people call and he wonders why people call him a P to the E to the D to the O. Here's the thing though, when he said that wasn't a joking tone. That wasn't a joking tone. People were going along with it. So why the heck people are tearing him apart for a joke? I don't really know. Send a Matlock after them. Yeah. Oh my gosh. There you go, David. There you go. But well, technically they already have Matlock. Well, not really. Ty Beard, they've got Ty Beard anyway. Alright, let's just go ahead and go through this. First, I would like to say that I have not personally met you through senior interactions at conventions, role model but spiritual, and I know many others see you as one as well, and I want to say thank you. For the love you give us, your actions towards us... P to the E to the D to the O is now P Bear. Also, Matlock would be like, what? Yeah, pretty much he would. Pretty much he would. Anyway. Let's just keep going through this. For the love you give us, your actions towards us because of what makes us love you, because you are you. You took the time one day and answered one of my emails that helped me so much, and I thank you again for that. My question is kind of same. With Nightmare along with praying and supporting you, is there anything to help you? Let these conventions and others you know around the internet know that these claims are without any proof and baseless, and that the overwhelming majority of fans out there know that I don't do stuff like that. That I don't do stuff like what's been spinning around. Twister video? No, actually, I didn't. I didn't even know there was one, to be honest. I mean, I've been busy the majority of this week with stuff. So so I haven't really had time to just idly watch YouTube videos and stuff like that. Can you maybe send the title? Like maybe just maybe send the title of the video, because I know for the chat you won't be able to post a link or anything like that. At least I don't think. But anyway. Okay. Okay. So just send the title and I'll see if I can look it up and we can watch it. We can watch it during the stream here. But anyway, let's just keep going on for right now while he's doing that. Please pray yes, and let all the others you know who I've encouraged, written back, and shown kindness to, etc., to stand up and be vocal about their support, even though it's not popular. You are innocent until proven guilty. In this current climate, sadly, anyone can make up anything they want and not have to defend it. Which is pretty much exactly that's true. That's exactly what he's saying. What new popular thing that just premiered? Anyone? The Broly movie! Exactly. Again, I'm gonna keep reiterating this. The Broly film was amazing. Dragon Ball Super Broly was friggin' amazing. Oh my gosh, I loved it. I loved it. The moment it started getting publicity, these people are back out trying to get some of it for themselves. It breaks my heart seeing this, Vic, but I am glad to know you're combating it. Kakarot! Sorry. Since you said that you'll have to revise the way you interact with fans at conventions from now on, does that mean you'll be changing anything you do during your Gospel of John panel as well? At the few conventions I've been to with you there, that's the only thing that's been different with every voice actor I've met and every convention I've attended. I really don't want to lose experiencing something like that. Also, I'd greatly appreciate a hug the next time I'm able to see you. You're the biggest inspiration in the industry to me, from your faith to how you treat others. I don't want to see that ruined. Thanks, Reeve. I will not be changing that at all. What I will be changing is the assumption that everyone knows that my hugging is completely innocent. I've always been an affectionate kind of person. I hug everyone, but I'm sorry to say that these people have made it clear that I need to adjust that. Well, because here's the thing. The thing that I find so stupid about this, I mean, not what Vic said, but the thing that I find so stupid about this is that they claim that him hugging fans was going too far and giving them pecks on the cheek, and yet there are literal screenshots of Monica Rial, Jamie Marchi, as well as Chris Sabat doing pretty much the exact same thing. And I'm like, where are the people piling on them? It's a double standard. And that sucks. It sucks. But anyway, I'm sure I can speak for the rest of us, Vic, but the title is called Ranger Twister Part 3. Okay, let me get finished reading this though. Reading these screenshots, and then we'll look the video up. I'm sure I can speak for the rest of us, Vic, that we appreciate you coming here to discuss this matter with us, and are being open and honest with all of us. But what can all of us do to combat this? I know it's nearly impossible to get rid of everything that's been said, and people will keep bringing it up. Hi, Nightmare! For years, Vic is being called gay, but now he is going after young women. Young women? Come on, pick a lie and stick with it. Exactly! Exactly! I'm like, if you're calling someone homosexual and gay, why then are you screaming that he's going after all of these women? Pick a story and stick with it, you jackals! This is ridiculous. But anyway, I'm gonna reiterate this also. If I can give these people credit for anything, it's the amount of laughter that's come from me as a result of their idiocy. Because it is so entertaining. It is so entertaining to watch them just implode on each other and stuff like that. But anyway, thanks for asking, Nightmare. Please do whatever you can to counter all these lies and negativity. Remember the old saying, the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good people to do nothing. Pretty much. I would like to meet you and find out for myself. Oh, and also notice how the anonymity stops. The anonymity completely stops. First of all, thanks for all your great performances, Vic. I've recently finished my latest rewatch of Full Metal Brotherhood, and your performance as Ed is just as memorable as ever. This has been brewing on my mind for a while. Do you believe timing is a factor for this stuff coming up at any point? Something big like, for example, what you stated earlier, the Broly movie, or something like Ruby for these rumors getting into public attention. Have you heard that I'm homophobic? That's one of the recurring big lies. The people who started that lie did so because I preferred not to sign yaoi, which essentially is gay fan art. It's essentially gay fan art. See what I mean? You tick someone off and they go all out to hurt you. In answer to your question, yes, I absolutely believe that timing is a big factor. This kind of stuff surfaces whenever there is something new or big announced. Which is exactly what happened, because here's the thing. these people waited until the release of Broly. They waited until the release of Dragon Ball Super Broly, and ridiculous, as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, scroll up just to be sure that your question's not already been asked. If it has, be polite and let us know it's been answered, so we can get as many people as possible. This is real. We met at Sakura Con's 20th anniversary. I presented to you a fan art and comic book courtesy of the loving fans and advisors all around the world from the Deviant Art Risen Bull Rangers. Hey Vic, first I would like to say, but I have not got to meet you personally through senior interactions in the chat and watching your videos at conventions. Definitely want to say you have become a role model to me, just as an actor, not just as an actor, but spiritual. And I know that. Okay, so this is basically what we've already done. Already done that. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so that was pretty much the end of it. There. Ah, crud! The stream froze again. At least it looks like it did on my end. Sorry, guys. Okay, well, looks like we're still going though. An error occurred. Please try again later. Wow. Okay. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Here, let me just type something to the chat. Okay, so stream's back up. That's good. But anyway. Basically telling his fans to go after those who are making accusations. No, actually. Literally, all that he said was tell conventions about it, and that they're baseless lies. He did not encourage harassment whatsoever. But, anyway. Ah, jeez. This is just making me more and more... This is just becoming more and more obnoxious as we go through this. But here, let's just skip forward to May, or at least after the Yeah, the stream's back. Fortunately. Oh my gosh, I really don't know what's causing this, guys. I mean, because like I said, the whole thing with the previous stream freezing. Although if this is a continuation of that stream, you won't really know what I'm talking about. But I started this about an hour ago now. Just doing the stream on this. And about an hour through, it froze and it just reset. So I don't really know what that means for this video. If this is a continuation, or like if it kept running all the way through, just throw those comments aside. But if this is a continuation, if this is a separate video, I'm really sorry about that. I don't really know what to do about that. Unfortunately, it's a glitch with YouTube. There's not really anything I can do about it, so. But anyway. found this change.org petition being passed around on Twitter, and the comments boiled down to, there's no proof or evidence, and I wonder what kind of proof that these people are looking for. It's not like CCTV footage is stored, or it'd even be released without a police investigation. Here's the thing though, these guys literally didn't even go to the police in the first place. They went to Twitter. So I'm like, that's the first major flaw here, is that these guys didn't even go to the police. The police should be your first prerogative when you're dealing with something like this. The authorities should be your first course of action when you're dealing with something like this. If it actually happened. If it actually happened. Ah, jeez. People who question why charges were never pressed clearly don't understand the power dynamic there is between a celebrity and their fans that would keep someone from going to the authorities when it happened. Here's the thing though. Literally, his co-workers accused him of this. They could have gone. But did they? No. No. Instead, they brought it to Twitter, and now we have what we have. So, by thinking that I have a feeling that Monica, Soye, and the others simply thought that they were going to win this by a landslide, and that no one would rise up and defend Vic Mignogna. Well, if you're watching this, Monica, I got news for you. We did. We did. Now a lawsuit's been filed, and you're gonna have to testify under oath. You should be proud of yourself, you moron. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for your efforts, and allowing the true S.H.I.E.L.D. hero to come through. I've never actually seen S.H.I.E.L.D. hero, but I just wanted to make that reference. Does that make me sleazy? Does that make me sleazy? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Even though this doesn't have any alcohol in it, because I mean it's grape juice. Even though this doesn't have any alcohol in it, I guess that's just my personality. I don't really know, but anyway. At this point, there are hundreds of accusations against him, none of which have evidence, including some VAs of both his inappropriate and rude behavior. That's enough proof that there's at least something going on. Well, here's the thing. Again, there's no irrefutable facts or evidence. There's no actual evidence here. That's all the court is going to care about. If you go, well, I've never been in a courtroom. I've seen them, but I've never been present in an actual courtroom. But I do know for a fact that, again, if you're put under oath on a witness stand, literally, okay, if testimony was all the court cared about, they wouldn't have any exhibits. They wouldn't bring in any evidence. They wouldn't bring in any evidence to back up those claims, or to counter them. The court has, at this point, Ty and the rest of us have all the evidence we need, so that when Kick Vic goes up on the witness stand, most likely Ron Soye is going to be the first one to be called up. I can almost guarantee you, the moment Soye is asked about one of those 400 defamatory tweets, I can almost guarantee that he's gonna crack. Because what are people if not, you know, just constructs where we don't do well under pressure. We don't do well under pressure at all, especially when we know we're in the wrong. And I can almost guarantee you that he's gonna crack on the witness stand, if not Monica or Jamie even. Jamie would actually be more comedic to see. It would actually be a lot more comedic to see her crack on the witness stand. But sure thing, Jameson. What is it? What's the correction, man? 100 jelly beans were witnesses, and I have been. Yeah, we've been witnesses to this abomination of a company, to this utter abomination of a company. But anyway, so oh my gosh. There is photographic evidence of Vic kissing underage girls all over the place. All over the place. Because, oh, the girls wanted to be hugged and kissed like that. Here's the thing. What was it? There was this one girl that he did that to. Well, he didn't kiss her, but because it come to find out that had actually been photoshopped. But what happened off the top of my head. And, you know, they were like, hey, what are you guys doing? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Why are you doing this? Stuff like that. And, you know, I mean, so this kind of blows this whole thing out of the water. Out of the water. The fact that all of this evidence is all over the place, and yet people have come forward and said, hey, you're not allowed to use that. You can't use that to slander him. You don't have my permission, or you can't, you know, I don't approve of this. You know, you need to get the other party's approval before you actually do something like this. Like this. With harmful intentions. Can I make a correction? Okay, that must be the correction right there. Just because a person says something does not make it evidence. Exactly! Friggin' exactly. Exactly. But anyway. Even if they wanted to, they're minors, so they still can't consent. I feel like Vic's fans are all incels that believe that if a minor wants it, then it's fine even though the law says otherwise. Turns out your mommy can't fix you being a complete something and harasser. Wow, that's really harsh. That's really harsh. Yeah, it is a false statement, to be honest. Also, anybody ever notice when Vic first meets someone, they never seem to get along? Well, here's the thing, If any of these idiotic people would look at Emish's Live's Twitter or Unreal Anti-Gaming's Twitter, they will see for a fact that, I mean, when they met Vic at KamehaCon, they literally had dinner with the guy. They literally had dinner with the guy after the fact. I've seen Unreal's vlog of it, as well as photos. So the fact that why are you saying they never seem to get along if they're doing? So you're saying that they don't get along, and yet you're saying that they don't get along, and yet they're having dinner with the guy after meeting him. This doesn't add up. This doesn't add up whatsoever. Consent to touching is different from consent to sex. Exactly! Exactly! I'm pretty sure they have different legal definitions, too. But thanks, David. Thanks a lot. Yeah, my allergies are kind of getting out of control, because, I mean, spring's approaching, and so, well, what am I talking about? This is spring. But this is when, you know, allergies are pretty much summer, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. And, actually, let me look that up, actually. Consent for touching versus consent for sex, legal definition. Yep. Channel Awesome uploaded a Toonami video. Yeah, they did. And I watched it and I was laughing like crazy because, I mean, all the jokes that were put in it and everything. But, Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that Doug actually covered that. I'm surprised Doug actually covered Channel Awesome, considering the fact that Channel Awesome, that Doug actually covered Toonami, considering the fact that he wasn't really. Well, I mean, he was around, but okay. The legal definition of consent. Of consent to sex. Okay, so this is a sexual activity. Defines consent as the voluntary agreement of the complainant to engage in the sexual activity in question. Conduct short of a voluntary agreement to engage in sexual activity does not constitute consent as a matter of law. Dead in the water. Dead in the water. I mean, for crying out loud, all you have to do to tear this person's argument apart, again, is just do a quick Google search on it. Just do a Google search on it. Or better yet, ask Nick or Ty. They probably know. Ty definitely does. Ty definitely does, and so does Nick. But, oh man, I mean, seriously, this is easily verifiable information that these people are manipulating and twisting to fit their own agenda. This is pretty sleazy. This is pretty sleazy stuff. But I'm sensitive to the fact that Vic is probably going through some tough stuff right now. But I'm also sensitive to the fact that I do a great Edward Elric. Hey, call me. We should type hashtag I stand with Vic in the comment section. Yeah, I mean, well, because here's the thing. Let me take you guys to Funimation's YouTube page for a second. Okay. Let's see. They made a post on it. So literally when they announced the collector's set, they announced the collector's edition of Dragon Ball. Here we go. But they're trying to broaden the definition of sexual assault without going through the legislative process. Exactly. Okay, so this is basically the comment section for this. So about 2 months ago, when Funimation first announced the 30th anniversary collection set, they put a post about it on their channel here. Let's just go through this comment section and just see how many people actually want this now. Oldest first. Dragon Ball Soup. Oh. I don't get the third Dragon Ball. That's cool and all, but why you do my boy Vic Mignogna like that, though? Bring Vic back, and then I'll care. Hashtag I stand with Vic. Stand with Vic. Fire Monica and Jamie. My hype is gone. Bring back Vic, you morons. Without Vic? Nah, fam. Do him right. Hashtag I stand with Vic. This is funny. Subbed or dubbed. More details will be announced soon. Stay tuned. Well, here's the thing. People have already done a footage comparison, and it looks even worse than the other Blu-ray releases do. Of the series. So. But as time goes on, the price begins to decrease. Now it's all about 4K and even 8K. I've heard that Sony is really pushing that their 8K thing. So, which is apparently the next step up from 4. Which, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, 4K multiplied by 2, that's 8K right there. But anyway, so what literally is the next step up, at least mathematically? So, great, but why you gotta do Vic dirty like that? Can you rehire Vic, please, so people can't stop hating on the dub? When typing this comment, there have been 3,185 donations to the Vic Kicks Back GoFundMe. That's a lot of people that support Vic, and that's not including people that don't have money to donate. Well, yeah, I mean, because here's the thing: people have, even people that haven't been able to donate. Like, I mean, I'm interested in donating. The problem is I haven't had the funds to, and so what I've been doing is I've basically just been sharing the GoFundMe all over the place. You know, like on Twitter, on Facebook, stuff like that. And, you know, and so, you know, people are doing what they can to, you know, get this out there. Get this information out there. Hashtag I stand with Vic. You guys heart every comment that isn't talking about supporting Vic. Very interesting. After what you guys did to Vic? Something legendary? Isn't you guys apologizing to Vic? Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! That sounded like an own right there. That sounded like an own right there. You earned a like from me, sir. You earned a like on your comment from me. Can I suggest a video topic? Sure. I'm open to that. What's up? What's the topic you got? Funimation, it won't hurt your image to keep Vic on board. I know he asked us not to witch hunt his accusers, but Monica Rial is a witch. I wouldn't be surprised if she voiced any in anime. Jeez, that's kinda harsh. Yeah. I can't believe Monica Rial had to go and blame poor Vic for sexual assault like that. It's just not right. You better apologize for what you did to Vic, cause that was sick, you bunch of pricks. Okay, a few more and then we'll get back to this. Compare Vic case and what is going on with Sugri? Sugri? What's that? I mean, here, let me. Well, I guess this is a good point to end it here, so. Sugri case. Aristocracy in the country of Champagne. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll wait for a K-pop idol that has sexual assault stuff. Oh, okay. So K-pop. Oh, whoops, my bad. Here we go. K-pop sexual assault. Oh, here we go. Is this the one you're talking about? This one here? South Korea. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do that. So, once I read up on it. Rolling my eyes at the Vic fans who think they know Vic better than Chris does. Ian Sinclair replaced him. Okay, now let's do. Only have a little bit of time left here, so let's see if I can't get to May or when the lawsuit was filed. I admit some things. I admit I admit, sometimes I'm not sure that I'm really helping. But if victims are finally telling their stories and people are finally going to the police, then I'm glad that is happening. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get to, when the lawsuit was filed. Let's try 205. Okay, there's April. Okay. That's what is so confusing about Vic stands. They ignore this while crying for evidence. While crying for evidence. Love to be in the courtroom when all the allegations against Vic are presented to a judge. Hopefully then his victims will receive some sort of justice. Yeah, the victims are gonna receive justice, alright. They're gonna receive a slap in the face and they're gonna be laughed out of court, probably. They're gonna be laughed out of court, probably. Right, so the lawsuit was. Oh yeah, this was for when Monica did that ploy to basically lure people to her alternate signing event, which went so well for Monica given the pictures. Given the pictures of it. 4th of April. The victims have been eaten. Rest in peace, jelly beans. Pretty much. Pretty much. I'm trying to figure out what is on those pants, and also why is he wearing / what is what with that glove. With that glove. Here's the thing, there are tons of people, well, not really in this picture, but this happened at a friggin' con, so you can imagine that there are gonna be people that are dressed ridiculously, at least, I mean, it's normal for con standards, because, I mean, people cosplay like crazy and stuff like that. They dress really funny and stuff like that, so I don't get why this guy is so pissed off about his appearance. He can dress however he wants. He's a grown man, but the thing is, he dresses like. But the way he dresses, he's like an emo boy from 2007/2008. Channeling Michael Jackson in more ways than one. Jellybeans lives matter. Hashtag Jellybeans lives matter. Yeah, pretty much. I'm convinced Vic believes he is Tom McKee in real life, despite being in his 40s and 50s at the height of his fame. If you've seen Orin Host Club, you know exactly what I'm talking about. No, I don't. I can actually say the same thing about when Kick Vic says something now, but anyway. Let's see. Okay. I'm just trying to get to, like, you know, when the lawsuit was officially filed. Because... Okay, here we go. Kiwi Farms. So, Kiwi Farms is actually where the, document was first posted. So... Let me see. Emo Sasuke does not understand. Nice. Well, what do you expect? I mean, that's why he got pinned against the wall so much, right? Let me see. Boy Sensei. Nice. Bowie Sensei. Let's just check this out for the heck of it. Okay, let's just scroll through this just to see if there's any addresses whatsoever. I highly doubt there is. But let's see. No. Nope. So basically, this entire link is bogus. A notable pro-Vic site has now fully doxed mini-kick Vic people with addresses, jobs, and photos. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. We just saw it for ourselves. Literally, the only photos on there are from Twitter. The only photos from there are from Twitter. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find... the reason why I'm scrolling here is I'm just trying to find their, I'm trying to find their initial response to when the lawsuit was first filed. Because I know it was in April, but I'm trying to find the exact date. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So sworn victim statements can't be used, but memes and tweets can be. Oh lord, we are dealing with morons. No. Here's how it works. See, the defendants go up to the witness stand. The defendants give their testimonies. Ty and his firm come up with the tweets and use that as evidence to counteract those statements. The information age, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this case will fail. I might actually do more live streams around this specifically because more videos about this specifically because it's actually really interesting to read. To read these guys' responses and everything. And if anyone from that side is watching this, or heck, even Mars Girl if she's watching this, and states that I have no right to use what she said, here's the thing: this is a public site. Anything's fair game. Anything is fair game on a public site. But anyway, you idiot. Anyway. Do we have any idea on the full list of defendants? Soye and Rial are given, but who would the other two be? I could see Marky being one. Probably any of the Funimation ones, which can be defended by the HR investigation that Funny did, which came out inconclusive. You're conveniently forgetting that. There may also be evidence not shown on Twitter, such as messages that will be brought out on. They claimed to be friends at some point, so there might be something like that out there. In any case, it is Vic that has to prove the statements are false, and we're done to make him lose his job and a financial loss. Given Ron and Monica, the other two could be either Mars Girl and Jamie or Mars Girl and Chris. Unfortunately, Sabin and Mars Girl were not listed. But Jamie and Funimation itself was. So I'm just wondering who's gonna be the defending Funimation, because are they still even pursuing a defamation lawsuit? I mean, I've heard Ty get tossed around a lot. I've heard tortious interference get tossed around a lot, and supposedly this is only the first in a string of lawsuits. We know that Ron had been contacted in the past with things like being told not to take down his own tweets. I'm guessing those being sued had prior contact. For legal reasons, Mars Girl might have been advised not to talk about it, but if she hasn't heard anything, I would guess she's safe. Focusing on the VAs would be cool to get the way to get a better statement. However, so I think Mars and cosplayers like Dominic Sky are not a high enough priority as what financial gain could Vic get from the non-famous actor citizens. Pretty much, yeah. Sony isn't going to send their lawyers in. If that's Funimation's endgame, if they think that Sony is going to send their legal department in, they've got another thing coming, especially after what Sony's seen them do. Because they have to be watching this as well. They gotta be watching this as well, not just Toei, but Sony as well. It's amazing he got through law school being so utterly blind like that, says someone who's probably never even read a law textbook. Okay, so they're basically this person's basically asking Nick Rekieta, who's been doxxed. Nick responds, "No one has been doxxed. Sorry, I forgot you were a lawyer for a second. Whose address was posted and by whom? And by whom? You know, everyone's by their county. Genuinely, I'm not really sure what that's responding to. It's probably responding to something earlier on in the thread, but." But, I mean, literally, after he said no one has been doxxed, they still pressed him about it. So, again, because we can't really see his response, you know, kind of up in the air. I did end up deciding to screenshot less, but apparently that offhanded comment about Vic looking like the live-action Grinch triggered them way more than anything else I've ever said. Despite the fact that 90% of their timelines are them insulting Ren and Monica's appearances. I've been so much more blunt than that in the past, so I guess this one must have hit home. Here's a sample. Oh, I'm on Pretty Ugly Little Liars. Cool. Amish. Toriyama. But anyway. That's another thing too, is that Toei cannot be happy about this whatsoever. I mean, let's be honest. Right, so now this is just basically getting up to modern day. So the 3rd of May. This was from April 15th. So give me a second. Okay, so yeah, I just looked on the YouTube app, and this video is going to be a continuation. It is going to be a continuation of it. I guess I'll just name this something different. Like maybe part 2 or something like that. So. Okay, so this is only going to be going on for a few more minutes anyway. So at least until 10 o'clock. But anyway. Flabbergasted that he's out. Okay, David. Hope you have a good. All right, David. Hope you have a good interview. I'll be praying. I'll be praying for you, definitely. But anyway, is it possible to blur out the random fan's face? Try that. Thanks for the suggestion. Tai is a blowhard who has his head shoved so far up his own thing. Also, he was breathing really heavily into the mic at first, and it's a nitpick, but it just skeeved me out. Any particularly notable moments from Tai Fear the Beard? Yeah, no problem, David. Like I said, this is only going to be on for a few more minutes anyway, so. They talked a bit about why the suit wasn't filed today. Apparently, they've discovered the super special proof victim evidence. Lol, of course Tai did cover his bleep by saying that's the way it's been presented to me, and if we can authenticate it. He also pulled the whole I'm making these statements as a private citizen card. Tai thanked some fans who had given him presents. Then he started talking about some author he reads,